everybody. Welcome back to the Worship Nugs podcast. I don't know that we're ever going to get used to the rooster that welcomes us every time that we are together on this new adventure, this podcast adventure. Welcome back. We're on the Lord's quest, the Lord's side quest, just to find the next. What am I trying to say? The next leadership nugget, the golden nugget, the next revelation, the next food for thought. We're trying to learn and grow. We're going to have some fun doing it, of course, but we want to grow. And hopefully, when this is all said and done, you have something you can take away. We've got a nugget of wisdom and a leadership tool, a thought that you can take with you today. Today is going to be so much fun. I've got a very special guest, a friend of mine, Derek. You probably know him best from the Sunday Worship Fails page, which is such a joy. I know as a worship leader, we have a 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock service. And the minute I come off stage after that first worship set, I open my phone and there it is, a fresh worship fail just for me. It's like when Kevin McAllister ordered the cheese pizza in Home Alone and he opens it up and he smells it and he says, "A fresh cheese pizza just for me." That's how I feel every time I open my phone on Sunday to a fresh Sunday worship fail. But we're going to have some fun today. We're going to also, again, hopefully we'll walk away a little bit better having spent some time together. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your aunt. This is a podcast for moms. I think I really think that's our demographic, is soccer moms specifically, to keep you saved on your way to the soccer field. But no, share it with everybody. Again, this is brand new. We're just kind of starting this thing as our social media platform has grown. We just kind of dived in headfirst to all things, having conversation with some of our friends and just again coming together so we can grow together. I'm on my 17th Diet Coke of the day. Not really, but at least 5 or 6. And so we're going to go in full force today. But if you're sitting on your couch, if you're having a cup of coffee, if you're wrangling those kids, put your hands together. Give us a round of applause as we welcome Derek from Sunday Worship Fails. What's up, my man? Hang on. I can't hear you, brother. Hang on.
Can you hear me now?
Boom. I can
What's
hear you now.
up? Hey, I'm
That,
excited. This is awesome. I'm just honored to be part of it. So
that was our first worship fail of the day right there. I love it. I love it, man.
it's all real.
Dude, it's all real. But no, dude, I'm so glad you're here with us today, man. That we've been friends for a little bit, and we keep each other connected on what the tea, what's
Yeah.
happening in the worship space and Christian culture. But we're gonna ask you some questions and hear from you. But before we get too far, can you just kind of give us the Wikipedia of Derek and who you are and what you got going on?
Wikipedia version? Holy crap.
Yeah.
So my name's Derek, from South Dakota, up in the house here. Geez, born and raised in like the church. I love Jesus. I love the church. I love the local church. I was a worship leader for 8 years previous. Was in a couple bands, toured a lot. Seen all the behind the scenes stuff in the Christian world and the industry. Yeah, and so right now I play a bass. I love Jesus. I love worship fails. I love worship fails. Why? Because I was a worship leader and I saw myself failing constantly. And what better way than to just make fun of it, right? Just have fun. It's not anything ever trying to point fingers at or whatnot, but just to have fun with it. And so, yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm married and have 2 beautiful kids. I get to work at home. And so, just being on Instagram is my second life, I guess. I love Instagram and just being able to talk with you there, Johnny, just about like life things, not necessarily even like a worship or music stuff or what, but just life in general. And I think that's, as I get older, that's what I want to be remembered for too, is one that cares. And so thanks for having me on here, man. Excited.
Yeah, dude. No, I love that. Remind me, I know you were in a band. You mentioned you toured. What was the band that you were with?
Abandoned Kansas was my first one,
Yeah.
from Wichita, Kansas. That was a blast. It was so much fun. I actually crazy story if you really want to know. So I played
Yeah.
piano way back in the day, and it was like something that like the parents just just made you play, and I just hated it. This band came up and they were looking for a keyboard player, and so what I said is, "Hey, I'll actually pick up the instrument." So I picked it up on spot. I learned all their songs, and then I bought like a synthesizer, and when I tried out, I only knew their stuff. I really didn't know like how to even play the piano. I just knew what I was like their songs. And I got
Wow.
and so that's all I did. That's all I knew
That's
on the
amazing.
like the piano is their songs. I didn't know anything else. And it was a blast. So yeah.
That's amazing. That honestly, my first tour, kind of, we did a lot of local touring when I was, in my early, like late teens, early 20s. But my first like national tour, I was playing guitar for this Christian artist, and uh, I had like 3 days to learn all of his songs, and he was a gospel artist. And one thing you got to know about gospel music is that it moves a lot, and
Yeah.
his particular music, it would modulate. Every song would modulate twice at least, and so that's when the spirit moves. Is when you take it up, you know. But I'm just an acoustic guitar player. I do good enough to keep up with Chris Tomlin, and this guy wants me to play, learn all his songs in 3 days. So I learned as many as I could, which was like 4, and then I muted I turned my volume down the rest of the time. And bro, but you would never know, bro. I faked that thing, bro. I was like,
Dude, he was
I mean,
rocking up there.
yeah. Yeah, I just leaned into it, and that I've had to do that several times since. Maybe you
Yes.
think you knew a song or whatever, and you're like, "Oh wait, I don't know this," and you just gently mute yourself, but you can just tell the MD, keep it in the track,
Oh my
and
goodness.
I'll sell it. I'll sell it, dude.
Oh,
Um,
I'll have
but
to tell you something after. So we were playing a festival. So after abandoning Kansas, I jumped on tour with a kid named Cade Thompson, and we were playing a festival. And this festival has I don't know. I think it's like 15,000 people, packed
wow,
festival. But within that, when we would sing, I was a backup vocalist, but but what was hilarious is that all the vocals are in the tracks. So like
wow.
the lead guy is singing, yep, and he's live, but everyone else is in the tracks. So we get up to the festival, they go over to the guy to like the main guy and just say, hey, just so you know, all the vocals are in the tracks. I'm going to act like I'm singing, but I will not be singing. So we get to the song on
I know
stage,
where this is
thousands
going.
of people, and there is video of this. I wish I could find it here. Um, and all of a sudden we start to sing, blah, 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 and our mics are on. And at first, I looked over at the guy, and he's like, "No, no, dude, it's totally not in there." And I was like, "I feel like it is because I couldn't hear it in my ears, but it's coming out of the speakers." And I have a friend named Art, and I'm going to call out Art here. Art, I'll never forget. After the a band, we were all done, and Cade's mom has her phone out. Right, hey, that was an odd concert, and so she pulls it up. Art is singing meow meow. So when we're playing, he goes meow meow, and it's like you can hear it through the Christian concert speakers. Meow meow, and that's what he sings. And I'm singing like 2 octaves super low. You know, you are my provider, but it's coming out of the speakers. So
So a
yes,
cat and a demon.
it's
That's
hilarious. And
crazy.
yeah. So anyway, I had my
That
own, but those are fails in itself, but you just don't know. You just don't know what's so yeah,
yeah.
you fake it and I can see where you faked it. You just kind of play and rock out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's hilarious, dude. That's incredible. Wow.
I'll have to send
Wow.
it
I
to you.
cannot.
I will
Yeah.
I will totally find it because I think it's in my phone and I'll send it.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's so crazy. I love that. Well, no, and it happens to everybody. I think that's the beauty of it. I was in Orlando about a month or two ago, and we were sitting down with but we were at Experience Conference,
Yeah.
and you remember Israel Houghton?
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
"You
Yep.
are good."
Yep.
Yeah, so his son Jordan is a great buddy of mine, and we had Jordan on the podcast. We actually haven't been able to air the episode yet because there was so much the public can never hear. It was we had so much fun. Or like, "Wait, we're gonna, like we can't post this. This is, like, for the boys group chat." But one of the things we talked about was the worship fail culture and how it's kinda I think the reason that it does what it does and so many people connect to it is because it's real, and we've decided to pull back the curtain and just say, hey, listen, this happened. It happens to everybody, and I think a lot of what you get, I think you've shared with me, people submit them of themselves, like, hey, this happened to me, here you go, do with it what you will,
Yeah.
like, and I think it's really kind of refreshing that in a world where everything wants to be so picture perfect and polished, that we've gotten to a place where we're like, hey, you know what? Let's laugh about it. It happens to everybody. We've all put the capo on the wrong fret. We've all messed up the words to "That's Who I Praise."
Yeah.
I'm still mad at Phil Wickham for those verses to "Awesome God" because it literally I had to listen to it in my sleep just to get it locked in, just in case the confidence monitors let me down. God is great. Give him all, now I can't unhear it. But like, yeah, so they're not doing us any favors out there at all. But I love that, man. I love that. Well, before we get into some worship fail stuff, I want to give people some food for thought today, as well as some laughs. You're playing bass. You're still in the game, so to speak, with worship. From your perspective, and I know you got Outcry, which I love to hear about. From your perspective, what are we doing really well in the worship space right now? Like, as you look over churches and as people send you videos and as you kind of just observe, what are we doing really well when it comes to worship in church? And where are some opportunities that we've got to grow?
Man, the one word that comes to mind is authenticity. That's something that we have preached about that years and years. I can remember being back at camp in 7th and 8th grade, and your faith is your own faith, but it has to be an authentic faith, meaning that to you Jesus is real, meaning that this isn't just something we do on a Sunday. This isn't just a song we sing, but it truly has to be authentic. And as like worship leaders being on that stage, I'm seeing that modeled across extremely well. I think that that's something. I mean, everyone wants to talk about the 2020 and what that all did to the industry. It had some great things and it had some negative things, but I think the one thing that it did is that it really separated um the real Christians, or like and those that were fake, or those that were just in it just to have fun, or whatnot. And I think we've really seen the authenticity here just in worship, just around even my own group like friends, is that I think for so long it was, how can we be like Hillsong? How can we be like Elevation? How can we be like Jesus Culture? And oh my goodness, the people that they play, and I went to a Jesus Culture conference, back in, let's see, 2014 or 2013, and it was eye opening. The one thing I look back on is I say this, and this is about me. Was I chasing what was I chasing? Was I chasing in worship like the fame, or like the big band, or like the crowds of people coming on a Sunday morning? Why? Because they can hear me sing, and they can hear the worship. Like, is that what I was chasing? Or was I chasing Jesus, and was I making it authentic, where my relationship with Jesus is so much so that I'm in the Word, I am praying, I have that real a relationship, that when I'm on stage, it is not about hitting those fills or hitting that. It's truly about like what's coming from the heart and truly worshiping because of what Jesus has done for me, and not because of, well, this is just a sweet song and the tracks or whatnot, right? Or how can I get big? And I think that truly, once 2020 hit, I feel like that switched into, yeah, it's, and don't get me wrong. I love big lights. I love big stage. I love drums. I love that like emotion and that feeling too, because God can and does work through all of that, right? But I think there's a real authenticity that I've seen across platforms, across individuals that are, we're doing it because of Jesus, not because of the song or the stage or whatnot, but it's truly because of Jesus. So
Yeah, I love that, and I echo that 100%. I think, yeah, I think we're kind of returning to a really authentic place, and I see it too with like the next gen, this Gen Z that's coming up. You know, they really do crave the authentic, and they can smell a fake a mile away. Even maybe they can't tell when
I
we meet
totally
our
will.
guitar
Yeah.
and keep playing, right? They can't tell, but as far as our heart posture, um, and it really it does make the difference. And I think as we're seeing, nowadays every other week there seems to be a new worship song, that's released, and you can't if you're trying to keep up with the latest and greatest, it's almost impossible,
Yeah.
right? But I think the songs that are really resonating in this kind of era that we're in are those songs that are authentic and that are straight to Jesus. They're like we're just kind of getting our language back, with making sure that it's not we, me, I, it's Jesus, and straight up to the Lord. Yeah, and I totally agree. I love the big production, but there's something to be said about when it's just really just kind of stripped back,
Yeah.
um,
I
and even in the production, it's authentic. But yeah,
I do want to say, I think you hit on something too, and it's something that I always heard growing up. So I grew up in a very small church. Our youth group was probably 10 on a good night. And it was really like, um, it truly at that time felt like, the next generation, is maybe not, we feel the gospel going away in this next generation. I think Gen Z, but I think over the past few years, just being in churches, hearing that over and over and over, that our students, our youth are just lost. Our youth, don't know their like I identities in Jesus. They don't know, who a Jesus is, and I think I felt that, and it was more of people telling me instead of me seeing it. It was more of them telling me that our next generation is lost, but me seeing actually a different side. And I would say since 2020, Gen Z is one of the most authentic generations. Their heart for Jesus is out of this world, is completely on fire. The things that we're seeing around our area, especially in youth, and we're talking, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th graders, even in the seventh and eighth graders, there's a hunger that I'll say that
mm,
it hasn't been there in the past. I didn't see that in 2017 to 2018 or 19. I'm seeing that now in 2023, 2024, and 2025. Just this heart and this yearning for Jesus, and we're seeing that, in all of our youth groups, in all our worship nights, but then on social media, which is, can be toxic. That is
yeah,
the
for
one the
sure.
one the one thing that I live my life on social media. So I am a marketer at heart. I have 10 like plus like years in marketing. I know that world. I love Instagram. I love those, but we're seeing that on Instagram, and we're seeing that on TikTok. We're seeing it on Facebook. We're seeing kids that have a yearning and a hunger and authentic relationships. And I think the one big thing is that their identity is in Jesus, not in this world or not in other things. And I think we're seeing that more and more. And so I just wanted to call that out, because I think that
Yeah.
so often we hear Gen Z, or I don't even know what the new Gen is, Gen XY,
Gen
or
Alpha.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
We've started over
Yeah,
to,
right. It's
yeah.
it's a I would hear that, well, they're not as on fire as I used to be, and I would say that's completely flipped. And we're
Yeah.
seeing that now. So
Yeah. No, I agree. Coming up when in my 20s when we were doing the touring and the band thing, we did so many youth conferences
oh
that
yeah.
when I hit my early 30s, I kind of distanced myself for a little bit. I think maybe internally I needed to prove that I could lead worship for adults. But during 2020, I think I'm old. I just turned 40, but so 5 years ago I was 35 during COVID, and we got an invitation to come play a youth camp in Florida. And at that point, we weren't touring a ton because it was COVID, and so anything we got, we were like, yeah, let's just do it. Florida was wide open, for the most part during that kind of season. But anyway, so they flew us down there. I was living in California at the time. Flew us down to do this youth conference, and it changed my life, dude. Like I mean, that
Mm.
sounds crazy, but it did. Like being in that room with 100 teenagers during, on the heels of COVID, and seeing their hunger for the Lord. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. And then the next summer we got 2 or 3 invites, and the next summer 4 or 5, 6 invites. And so somewhere along the way we just kind of became the camp band. And it just sparked this fresh desire in me to not disconnect from the next generation, but actually connect with them and get them involved and get them on my team. I tell people, if you're in ministry, and to some degree you're a youth pastor, because even if you're a production tech, chances are you've got a teenager serving on your team,
Yeah.
and if you
Real.
don't, you need
Yeah.
to. If you're in the cafe, we've got 15-year-olds learning how to make lattes in our church
Oh
cafe,
yes. Let's go.
and so that's what it's about. But you're exactly right. They're hungry for the Lord. They're hungry for truth. I want to be as connected as I can. They keep me young. They keep me connected. I'll keep bleaching my hair and uh, avoiding carbs as long as I can.
It's so
But
hard.
it's so hard. But cool, man. Well, dude, let's have some fun, man. I love your heart on
Oh, I
that. That
love
was so
this.
good. We're gonna try something we've never tried before. We're gonna try to live react to some worship fails, since we've got the Sunday worship fail uh, legend here. So again, I don't know what this is gonna be. We're just
Let's
gonna
do it.
go
Let's do
for
it.
it and see what happens. All right. Oh wow. Aim for perfection. Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
One more time.
Yeah, that's like the
This is
ultimate
Phil.
fail, when you're that big, right? A worship leader,
forgot.
That
and you
was gonna
forget.
be so cool.
Alright.
I mean,
Joy
if
to
Phil is failing, we're in good
Yeah,
company.
look at Phil. Oh,
We are in good company. I think this is like a compilation. So that was the first one. Good recovery.
oh, so they're gonna do it again. Oh my goodness,
I can't hear it.
Oh my gosh.
this is gold.
2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man, it was such a good idea.
Wow.
It happened last
Okay.
Wow.
Kind of did. Yeah,
did.
kinda
That was
did.
crazy.
Oh, who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop
Somebody better stop him.
the Lord
I don't-
Almighty? Oh, who can stop the Lord?
What? Okay. Hey, at least he laughed at it. That's awesome. And the band kept on going.
That was crazy.
Oh yes. I love this guy.
Is that Phil Wickham again? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness. What's she dancing to right now? What's she dancing to?
Uh-oh.
believe that God's presence is not a scarce thing. It doesn't come, it doesn't
Uh-oh.
go. It's here with you. And try
Yep.
this.
We know it.
You know it. We fall down.
That's a great one.
We fall down.
Someone was falling there, I'll tell you that. I feel like they threw
Wow.
that though. Yeah, that's the third in.
Okay. It's that voice for me. He smoked a pack before.
Until Kevin came to. Oh my goodness! What just happened there?
Wait.
What just happened there?
Hang on.
It's the light. You didn't even see it. Didn't even see it. That is a good one.
One more time.
That's
One
a
more
good
time.
one.
One more time. One more time.
Do it.
Oh wait. Hang on. No.
That one was a good one.
I need to see it one more time.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Holy Ghost got him. All right, let's keep going. Woo. All right, here we go.
God, you're so good. God, you're so good.
Okay.
Like the time I went to Taco Bell.
Oh, this is
and
okay. These
saw
are these.
that little girl ordering a double crunch wrap burrito.
Okay. Don't be talking about Taco
But
Bell.
She only had
That's the Lord.
75
Yeah. All right.
cents. And
All right.
when we wrap
Don't be a weird Christian.
Don't be a weird Christian. All right. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, these are getting
That
weird.
might be all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
these might be
Okay.
weird.
All right. Let's see what else we got here.
Man, oh,
Give
that.
and you
But that
give.
Phil one. Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah. Phil,
If it
I mean,
happens to- I feel like it can happen to anyone, honestly. So
yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. We got 20 of them. Oh, this is you. This is your page. You've seen these. This is yours. You've seen these. Okay, we're going back. We're going back. It's not truly live because you've seen them. Let's see.
those
Okay.
are so funny though. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Okay. There's got to be more. Best. Okay.
The disclaimer. I mean, you always have to have one.
Oh, wow.
What's he doing? Oh, it's. Oh my goodness.
I know this guy.
You do?
Yeah.
That is authentic right there. Let me tell you that. Oh wow. We're swimming in we're fish now.
Is that the worm?
He went a little overboard.
Uh-oh.
Man, those feet are going.
Yeah.
So they have guys behind him if he falls or what? What's that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are catchers. Those are catchers.
Well, they're catching something.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes.
He's going. I don't know how long this video is.
He just needs to fall out. Give
Yeah,
in.
that's what everyone's waiting for.
There you go. Oh, okay.
Just the Holy Spirit.
not nervous,
It's
it's
just,
just the Holy
it's not me.
Okay.
This is getting ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay,
Hang
okay.
on.
Enough. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
Okay. A few things we need to talk about real quick. Okay, number one, did you grow up? Sorry.
I grew up very conservative, very
Okay.
Baptist. So like
Okay.
things even here, I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. No, that was crazy. So I grew up in like a very charismatic culture,
Sure.
and so I've seen, I don't believe in all the things, but it's when you see those moments like that literally, dude, I, I mean, it's so funny because it's true. Like people get nervous and they just say, well, maybe if I just jabber, or
Yeah.
it's just like leading worship. You don't know what to say. So you're like, you just start rambling, right?
It makes
Or
sense.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense. But that was crazy, dude. I'm literally
Yeah, I am
crying
as
right now,
well.
dude.
I am as well. I've
Let's
got tears.
uh, I'm gonna see, and then we'll wrap. But I want to see if maybe if I type in Christmas worship fails, what's gonna happen? Let's see.
Here's the moment of truth right here. We'll see what you kind of find here.
All
I
right.
can even see. I have little
Oh,
things here.
top 5 Christmas worship. This is you right here.
Oh, it
So you
is?
found some. Yeah. I mean, not you personally. This is
Yeah,
your
I must have posted it. Yeah, I didn't know.
yeah. Okay. Uh,
I'm sure they're good. That's why.
okay. Let's see. Church fails compilation. I just need one more great one, and then we can move on with our life. Okay, here we go. This guy looks good. Not David.
This guy
All
looks
right.
good.
We're gonna. It does actually look good. Okay, here we go.
Are you sharing it?
Yeah, can you see it?
No.
Oh, hang on. You know what? That was a fail. That was a fail. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
All right. No. All right, we're gonna go back. All right. That was a fail. That worship fail happened in live time. How do I go? Let's see. If it'll let me go back. Here we go.
Forever. He not the arms of angels.
Oh my goodness. Perfect. Can you stop that right
Wow.
there?
Yeah.
How did he even get that out? I mean, that was amazing.
He-
That was amazing.
He landed on side. So this is what this is what we can take away from this. Here's your nugget today, if you're watching, that you need. It happens to everybody. Happened to Phil,
Of course.
and it's all about how you handle it. It's all about how you handle it. I don't know if I shared this with you when we went live on Instagram, but I'll share one worship fail, and then we can
Yeah.
wrap. When we first started using tracks back in the day, we were new to it. I remember leading with floor wedges, before we had tracks and in-ears and the whole thing. And so we were figuring it out, like what our flow was. Nowadays it's common for like a drummer to fire tracks, or a keyboard player, or MD. Some bigger churches have like a track tech. That's all they do
Yep.
is run tracks. But we didn't know what we were doing. So we had our sound guy running tracks from the back. And so he would just fire the track, and we would play, and we'd have it in our ears. And we were doing In the River by Jesus Culture.
Yep.
And so we did it. We home run. We got through it, and then we're crashing out big, and I'm ready for the next song to start. And he accidentally restarts the first song. He restarts In the River. And so we just have to I just kind of give him one of these, like, it's going to be worse if we cut it. Cause we had
Yeah.
obviously we were like Milli Vanilli. We had like a keyboard, an acoustic,
Right.
and a drummer, and we were playing In the River with like
Yeah.
like the whole thing. So if we cut it, people are gonna know. So I just kind of gave him one of the old fashioned keep it
Keep going.
going, and I said in the mic, I said, that was so good. Let's do it again.
Do you mean the
And that
whole
was
song?
that whole yeah. And so we ran it back, bro. We ran it back. So that was there's been so many since, but
That's amazing.
Anyway, well, dude, Derek, thank you so much for hanging out. I want to ask you one more question, and then we'll let you go, just because it is the season, and I need to know what to add to my Netflix watch list. Top 5 Christmas
Oh
movies.
my
What do
goodness.
you got?
I am so happy you said that. So we started them off already by Home Alone, just the first one. The first Home Alone, and you even said it, that a pizza reference. Amazing. It is
Oh
still
yeah,
top. It is unbelievable. So Home Alone, I would and I'm gonna stick honestly with it, like Home Alone 2. I love Home
come
Alone
on, dude.
2. I'm
There's an insane guest with a gun.
It is so classic, and it stands the
So
test of
good.
time. Um,
It's so good, dude.
oh my
Tim
goodness.
Curry, that is top tier Tim Curry.
Yes. Uh, yes, that is hilarious. I'm actually I want him. Oh, okay. So Elf. I love Elf.
Yeah,
I do. So there's some people don't think he's that funny. I think he's hilarious. And I
yeah.
love Elf. Elf, I think is there two elves or is there one?
There's just one. They made an
Yeah,
animated like
that's right.
version, but it's really the same story, just for kids animated. But yeah,
And then
no, I
right.
love it.
The
No, I
next one
love
is
it.
I'm gonna go with a Grinch, and not the animated, but what's his face?
Jim Carrey.
Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing. I
so
didn't
good.
know. So when he got like ready for those, it would be 8 hours a day. From what I've learned, 8 hours a day of him putting on all of his makeup. It took him 8 hours to put his makeup on, and then he would do the set. He's unbelievable, and it's funny.
Wow,
It's funny.
it's it's so good. No, yeah, it's a classic, dude. It is so classic. I think that's 4.
Yeah.
You got Home Alone 1,
And
2,
then
2, Elf,
I'm gonna be
and
really
then
weird. I'm gonna say Santa Claus, with I love Tim Allen, and I love the Santa Clauses 1, 2, 3. But my favorite one out of those is number 2. I love Santa Claus. Just great movies, and it's just a great time of year. So
yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
no, yeah, no, I think, yeah, the Santa Claus movies are a must every year. All 3 of them, even though the 3rd one is, it's kinda trash, but it's fine. It is what it needs to be. It is what it needs to be.
Yeah, they kind of went a
Um,
little long for that one. Yeah,
yeah, no, Home Alone, though, I can watch both of those, all year round, and they are so good. Definitely top tier. My kids actually watch all the other like the spin-off ones that are like made for TV, and they get real weird, but my kids love them.
yeah.
So,
No, yes, you are totally right. Yes, I just
yeah.
love the old classic, and there's even things that like this is weird to share. So in the first Home Alone, I've watched this. I watched it 100 times. Last night was the first time, and this is how kind of stupid I am. I watched it last night. I didn't realize, this is me, that when the cop came to the house in the first time, he was the robber. I had no idea. I can't
Yeah, yeah,
believe that.
yeah.
I can't believe that. I was like, Mandy, wait, what? And she was like, you didn't know that? And I was like, no. I was like, well, that's why he
Yeah.
was asking all those questions. It sounds stupid because it's like the faces. I never put those two to two together. Wow.
No, dude. Yeah, it's great.
So
I
even
actually
after
told
the 100th time, you start to pick out things that you're like, oh,
yeah.
that's funny.
Oh, and every year I watch it, something different will, like, just strike me as the funniest part. Like, one year I was watching it, and, I've seen it a million times, and, Uncle Frank on the plane when he goes, "Horrible, just horrible." Like, bro, I broke. I could not stop laughing. I rewinded it like 10 times just to hear Frank go, "Horrible, it's just horrible." Like, it just
Oh,
after all the years, it just hit me the right way,
yeah.
and I couldn't stop laughing. So yes, I love it, dude. I love it. Home Alone is the goat. Well, dude, Derek, thank you so much for hanging
Yeah,
out
I
with us for a
appreciate
few
it,
minutes,
man. It
bro.
was an honor.
Is so much fun. We'll have you back on for sure at some point too, and If you're not already following Sunday Worship Fails, go ahead and do that. I'm sure you probably are. Like a million of you are already following. But if you're not, follow. Is it Outcry Collective?
Outcry Collective. Yes. Yep.
Check that out. And then what's the is it Worship Pedals that you also run?
So
That's
Worship pedal boards. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I run that too. So,
Awesome.
And a bunch of other things. but
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, my guy, just the goat over here, the Michael Jordan of
I don't know
social
about
media.
that.
I love it.
Oh,
I love
thanks,
it.
thanks, man.
Well,
Appreciate it.
awesome.
It was a blast. So
Dude, it was a blast. Oh, so much fun. Well, like, share, subscribe, follow everything that we got going
do all the
on.
stuff.
And listen, if you're gonna have a worship fail at some point, you just are. When you do, just lean into it. And after it's done, send the live stream clip to at Sunday Worship Fails. And you never know. God may use it for his glory. But we'll see you next time on the Worship Nugs podcast.